You know, it is going to sound like I'm beating a dead horse at this point, but to be honest with you, Donkey Kong might be one of the best video games that I've ever played. At the very least, it has to be one of the greatest 3D platformers that I've ever played, because I've played a lot of them. You know what I mean? I've played Mario, Sonic, Crash. I've played them all. You know what I mean? I grew up playing them. And I gotta say, I wish that I was a kid. And I wish this was one of the first games that I ever played. Or actually, I don't know that. Because what I dislike every other game that I played, because it's like it doesn't have this, doesn't have that, doesn't have that, like Donkey Kong does. You know, Donkey Kong 64 was a game that I always heard growing up was really good, and apparently it's one of the greatest 3D platformers that has ever existed. And I've never gotten the chance to play it because I didn't really have the best access to it. You know what I mean? I really wanted to play it in its original form. Before I emulate anything, I really want to try it on its original hardware to see how it compares. You know what I mean? Because I want to play this game in its original stats. Maybe a stupid rule for some, but I mean, hey, it isn't. But this isn't a Donkey Kong 64 video. This is a Donkey Kong Bananza video. I picked up the game the other day. I have been playing it here and there, and when I'm playing it, I cannot stop playing it. I have to literally stop myself from playing it. I literally have to have a checklist of things that I have to do before I get on, because I'm not going to get off. Even if it's 5 or 6 a.m., I'm not going to get off, because I'm always smashing through things. I'm finding another fossil. I'm talking to another character. There's another, I was about to say moon, there's another banana that I'm looking for. Treasure chests. I'm bashing through the underground. I'm using the skill tree. I'm doing all these things. Skill tree in a Donkey Kong game. I'm looking at views. I'm doing what I need to do in this game. I'm turf surfing. I'm doing so much. Fighting different enemies. There's so much stuff to do. And I'm not even past the snow world. Like, I'm playing in the snow world. That's what the gameplay you're seeing on screen right now is. I'm in the snow world. But man, I do not know what's going to happen in the rest of this game. I've seen some light spoilers. I do not know all the other transformations other than the ostrich. And I believe there's an elephant. But there's got to be some more outside of that. And even if there isn't, I'm very impressed with what it was so far. Imagine if it was just the Kong Bananza in this game. Would anybody really have a problem? I don't think I would have a problem. If I knew there were other ones, then they took them out after, I would probably be upset. But it's not that deal. And this game encourages exploration. It encourages you to be a creative player, more so than Mario Odyssey, because of course in Mario Odyssey there was like, you gotta get this moon, you gotta get this moon, you gotta get this moon. There's much more stuff to do. Purple coins, I'm sorry, fossils are the brand new shit. That is the brand new lingo. I'm finding a fossil right now, yeah, in the game, absolutely. Listen, guys, I could go on for hours and hours and hours about how much I love this game, but I feel like you guys need to play it. Go to your local kiosk, play what you can play. If you have a Switch 2, why do you not have this game? And you know, I was saying this in a call with my friends earlier, you know, just kind of talking to myself. But if this is a game that they spent so many years on, think about all the other franchises that we've been missing on for years, other than Zelda. Mario, Animal Crossing, Pikmin. Are we going to be getting the Donkey Kong Bananza of those games? Are we going to be getting a Mario game that is like even better than Donkey Kong Bananza? Are we going to get a Donkey Kong Bananza sequel at some point? I think it's way too early to tell. Let's just enjoy this game, because this game is absolutely incredible. This is more of a rambly type video, but how could this not get Game of the Year? I mean, it's a visually stunning game. There's so much going on. Pauline and Donkey Kong are adorable. Pauline and Donkey Kong, such little cuties. My favorite new little team. To think it could get better than, like, Mario in his fucking hat. Well, to be honest with you, if you don't really know the context of the universe or anything like that, let's say you're Leslie Gomez watching this video, you're not going to know what the fuck I'm talking about. But trust me, you know what I mean? For us Nintendo fans, it makes a lot of sense. And listen, you know what I mean? Obviously, Mario Odyssey, great game. It doesn't mean that all the other Nintendo games are bad. Obviously. I feel like I just had to say that. But man, it's so incredible. I can't get over it. There's a lot of different skill expression points in the game. Exploration is invited and it is rewarded. I don't feel like I've had to worry about gold or dying the entire game because I have set myself up so I can explore this entire world. And I'm really taking my time too. I'm not really going through and getting every single little banana. That's for future runs. You know, we just want to get through the game at this point, but not rush it. You got the little rock people, you know what I mean? Those are really fun too. What are those called? The constructs? I have no idea what those are called. I'm just going to call them the rock people. Got the zebras. I'm guessing there's going to be ostriches and elephants and different other species of wildlife animals. But even though you have those Kong Bonanza points, and even though you have all these crazy unique ways to get places, you can get anywhere if you know how to play this game. If you know the controls, which are extremely fluid, by the way. I saw someone on Twitter be like, this game is just hard to control. I'm not good at it. Then get good at the fucking game. I don't know what to tell you. If you suck at something, it's not my fault that you suck. You should probably just get good at the game by playing it. You're not going to be very good at it when you start. So, don't be such a fruit, I guess you could say. You don't want to be a fruit. Don't be a fruit. You don't want to be an apple. Unless you're Donkey Kong, then you can use some apple juice. Apple juice, by the way, for a Donkey Kong game. I thought you would have been like a banana juice or something like that. But there's so many different... I can go on this game for hours. And I probably will. But there are different stats that you can get for, you know... There are different stats that you can see for different terrain that you've smashed. The 3D map that you have to see when you press minus. You know, the actual environment that you can see where things are actually are instead of just a flat map. That's pretty fucking cool. And by the way, this snow world that I'm playing right now, apparently this is all chocolate. DK is smashing through chocolate. I don't know. It's a cute game. You know, I could go on for hours, but this is a Game of the Year contender. If you guys want to hear me ramble on about video games more, just please be sure to let me know in the comments, because I will be sure to talk about all the things that I like in another video. Maybe 50 things that I like about this game. I could probably come up with 100. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoy your day. And if you do not have a Switch 2, try to get one if you can. Don't break your bank trying to get one. Although you might be doing that anyway. And listen, if you have the choice between Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza, as one of the biggest Mario Kart fans specifically, on this planet, I would tell you to go pick this game. This should be your first game that you pick up for the system. I know some of us had to play Mario Kart World. That was really the only game that we really played for a month. Come on, guys. Donkey Kong Bonanza is a Game of the Year contender.